Enhanced visual-spatial skill. Visual-spatial skills are your brain's ability to understand where things are in space, how they move, and how they relate to each other. These benefits can help you do everyday tasks like reading a map, parking a car, catching a ball, or even rearranging furniture without bumping into everything. Many video games, especially action, adventure, puzzle, shooting, and racing games, constantly challenge and strengthen these skills. When you're playing, your brain is doing much more than just having fun. You're tracking moving objects, judging distances, reacting quickly, and imagining spaces from different angles. For example, imagine navigating a character through a complex maze or a 3D world. You're not just pressing buttons randomly. You're mentally mapping the environment, predicting where obstacles might appear, and choosing the best path forward. This repeated mental exercise helps sharpen your brain's ability to process spatial information. In shooting or racing games, you often have to make split-second decisions based on what you see, estimating how far away an object is or how fast it's moving. This hones your hand-eye coordination and your ability to react quickly and accurately. What's really exciting is that these skills don't just stay in the game world. People who regularly play these types of games often find it easier to handle real-world tasks like driving, navigating unfamiliar places, or working in fields that depend heavily on spatial awareness, like engineering, architecture, or surgery. Even everyday activities such as packing a bag efficiently or organizing your workspace can benefit from stronger visual-spatial thinking. Increased attention and memory. In many video games, especially fast-paced ones, you need to focus on several things simultaneously. You might be watching your character, monitoring enemies, checking your health, and planning your next move, all at once. This challenges your brain to stay alert and quickly shift focus when necessary. Think of it like juggling. At first, it may feel overwhelming, but with practice, you become better at managing multiple tasks without losing track. Over time, this can improve your ability to concentrate in real life, whether it's staying attentive in class, following instructions, or multitasking at work. Memories improves too. Video games often require you to keep track of a lot of information such as maps, controls, strategies, or story details. For example, in adventure games, you might need to remember where you found a key item or how to solve a puzzle. In strategy games, planning several steps ahead and recalling patterns is essential. All of this exercises your working memory, the part of your brain responsible for holding and manipulating information in the moment. This is the same kind of memory you use when solving math problems, remembering directions, or learning something new. What's interesting is that games don't just promote memorization. They encourage active use of what you remember. This active engagement helps your brain retain information more effectively. Another key aspect is that games reward focus and memory. When you pay attention or recall something correctly, you succeed in the game. This positive feedback motivates your brain to keep improving these skills. Improved problem-solving and strategy. Problem-solving and strategy are your abilities to figure things out when you face a challenge and involve planning ahead, carefully considering your next moves rather than acting randomly. For example, in a puzzle game, you're given a goal, but the solution isn't always obvious. You need to think critically, try different approaches, learn from mistakes, and adjust your plan. This cycle of trial, error, and improvement mirrors how problem-solving works in real life. Strategy games and multiplayer games take this a step further. You're not just reacting, you're planning. You might ask yourself, should I attack now or wait? Should I save resources or spend them? What might happen if I choose one option over another? These decisions train your brain to think ahead and weigh consequences carefully. One key benefit of video games is the immediate feedback they provide. If something doesn't work, you see the result right away, allowing you to learn quickly and adapt your approach. Over time, this helps develop mental flexibility. You start exploring multiple solutions instead of getting stuck on one. The skills you build through gaming can make it easier to solve school problems, manage tasks, and handle unexpected situations. Even everyday activities like planning your schedule, budgeting money, or collaborating on group projects can benefit from improved strategic thinking. Stress relief and relaxation. We all face stress, whether it comes from school, work, daily responsibilities, or life's unexpected challenges. Finding simple, effective ways to relax is essential for maintaining good mental health. One surprising method many people use today is playing video games. At first, it might seem counterintuitive. How can something fast-paced or competitive actually help you unwind? Think of video games as a form of mental escape. When you play, your focus shifts away from your worries and onto the game itself. Instead of dwelling on deadlines or problems, your mind engages in completing levels, solving puzzles, or exploring virtual worlds. Even a brief break like this allows your brain to reset. In many ways, playing video games is similar to watching a movie or reading a book. You immerse yourself in a different world, giving your mind the rest it needs. Many games are specifically designed to be calming. For example, games that involve building, exploring nature, or moving at your own pace without pressure or time limits can feel almost meditative. The soothing music, peaceful visuals, and freedom to play how you want create a relaxing experience. Even more intense, action-packed games can reduce stress differently. They provide a safe outlet to release tension. Instead of bottling up frustration, you can channel that energy through competition, strategy, or quick reflexes. Many players report feeling more relaxed afterward, as if they've let it out. Another important factor is the sense of control games offer. Real-life stress often arises from situations beyond our control. In contrast, games put you in charge. You make decisions, track your progress, and have the chance to try again after failure. This control can be reassuring and comforting. And of course, there's the simple joy of having fun. Engaging in enjoyable activities, even briefly, can lift your mood, reduce anxiety, and help you feel more balanced. Faster decision-making. It's your ability to quickly understand situations, weigh options, and make decisions, often in just a split second, is something we use every day, whether we realize it or not. For example, deciding when to cross the street, how to respond in a conversation, or which task to prioritize at work or school. Video games are filled with scenarios that challenge players to make these quick decisions. Imagine playing an action game. Enemies are closing in, your health is low, and you must decide: attack, defend, or retreat. You don't have minutes to think, you have seconds or even less. This trains your brain to process information rapidly and act decisively. Over time, players don't just get faster, they become better at making smart decisions. They learn to recognize patterns, anticipate outcomes, and choose effective actions without overthinking. Even in strategy or puzzle games, where the pace might be slower, you're constantly making decisions. You plan ahead, adjust strategies when things change, and learn from past mistakes. This enhances both your decision-making speed and confidence. Like visual-spatial skills, these benefits extend beyond gaming. In real life, gamers often find it easier to stay calm under pressure and make quick, confident choices, whether answering a question in class, reacting during a sports game, or solving unexpected problems. Importantly, faster thinking doesn't mean being careless. The real advantage is learning to be both quick and accurate, making fast decisions that are effective. Education boost. Many video games are brilliant teachers cleverly disguised as fun and engaging entertainment. Beyond mere amusement, they offer immersive learning experiences that make complex subjects accessible and enjoyable. For instance, strategy games like Civilization teach history, geopolitics, resource management, and long-term planning. Kerbal Space Program introduces players to physics and engineering principles by allowing them to design and launch spacecraft. Language learning apps such as Duolingo gamify vocabulary and grammar practice, making language acquisition interactive and rewarding. Even seemingly simple games often develop skills like math, reading comprehension, pattern recognition, and critical thinking. Kids and adults alike absorb information more effectively when they are actively involved and having fun, rather than passively listening to lectures or reading textbooks. This active engagement sparks curiosity and motivation, transforming learning from a chore into an adventure. The beauty of educational games lies in their ability to make learning feel like play. When your brain is not in a traditional study mode, stress and boredom diminish, and intrinsic motivation takes over. Players naturally strive to progress, solve problems, and master challenges, leading to learning as a seamless byproduct of gameplay. Recognizing this potential, many educators and schools have integrated games into their curricula. Educational games are used to reinforce lessons, encourage collaboration, and promote retention of knowledge in ways that traditional teaching methods sometimes cannot match. Moreover, video games can offer rich cultural and historical insights. Titles like Ghost of Tsushima immerse players in the world of samurai culture and Japanese history, while narrative-driven games such as The Last of Us explore profound themes about humanity, survival, and ethical dilemmas. These experiences broaden players' perspectives, encouraging them to reflect on complex social and philosophical issues. It's important to note that the educational benefits of video games depend heavily on the choice of games and how they are used. Games designed with educational intent are more likely to yield positive learning outcomes. Resilience and perseverance. Resilience and perseverance means bouncing back after failure and not giving up even when something feels hard or frustrating. If you've ever played a video game, you've likely experienced both, often without even realizing it. Think about a difficult level or a challenging boss fight. You try once and fail. You try again and still fail. It can be frustrating, but instead of quitting, most players adjust. They learn the patterns, change their strategy, and try again. This cycle of failing, learning, and retrying is exactly how resilience is built. Video games are especially effective at teaching this because they create a safe space to fail. When you lose, there are no serious consequences. You simply restart and try again. Over time, this helps players become more comfortable with failure and more willing to face challenges instead of avoiding them. This is where perseverance comes into play. Games often reward effort, not just success. The more you practice, the better you get. Players begin to understand that improvement takes time and consistent effort. That mindset, I can get better if I keep trying, is incredibly valuable in real life. For instance, someone accustomed to overcoming challenges in games may be more likely to persist with difficult schoolwork, learn new skills, or keep moving forward after setbacks. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, they're more likely to think, I just need more practice. Another important benefit is emotional control. Games can be frustrating, but players learn to manage that frustration, taking a breath, staying focused, and trying again. The ability to remain calm under pressure is a key part of building resilience. Building social connections. Many modern video games are played online, where you interact with real people, friends, classmates, or even strangers from around the world. Whether you're teaming up to complete a mission, competing in a match, or simply chatting while playing, you're constantly communicating and collaborating with others. In team-based games, players must cooperate to succeed. This involves discussing strategies, coordinating actions, and supporting one another. Over time, these experiences build teamwork skills and help players learn to communicate effectively, even with people they've never met before. But it's not just about winning. Many players form lasting friendships by sharing time and experiences in the game. Just like bonding over sports or hobbies in real life, gamers connect through shared challenges, such as overcoming difficult levels or celebrating big victories. For those who feel shy or anxious in face-to-face interactions, video games can offer a comfortable way to socialize. The shared activity provides a natural topic to start conversations and build connections. Video games also bridge distances, allowing people from different countries and cultures to meet and interact. This helps broaden perspectives and fosters a sense of global connection. These friendships can be meaningful and extend beyond the game through social media, voice calls, or even in-person meetings. Rather than isolating players, video games often promote friendship, teamwork, and community, even across great distances.